The challenger comes in with the hunger.
Right.
So it's the immovable object versus the irresistible force.
Right.
And it's just a battle of wills. And the first fight was very close.
It was. And there's been some changes with Team Jucal, though, too. They've got this new Muay Thai coach, Farshad, who's made a very big impact. Hayden's been training with him a lot, training with everybody that he can. So not only has Jahliel gotten better and focused on his game, but so's Hayden.
And everybody loves Farshad. He's definitely come in and changed the culture of striking over at Jucal. I've heard nothing but good reviews since he showed up. He himself is a multi-time champion. Or if I'm correct, I believe it's Iraq.
Hayden's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And that's not common in combat sports.
Huge gentleman.
Very mild-mannered, soft-spoken, but he will choke you.
Oh, he'll put his shin right across your head if you let him.
No, thank you.
No.
Here he
I got
is.
a big head. It's already a target.
The Hitman.
And his opponent making his way down the aisle to the right corner, Jahliel Pancho Palmer.
I'm also a huge Pancho fan.
I love both these guys,
Yeah.
so I'm like torn.
I love the craziness in Jahliel's eyes when he starts going. Look at him. There it goes.
It's almost like two of your favorite guys you just don't want to see fight, but you do.
Well, we're like at that saga in Cage Wars right now where everything is like Civil War. We've all been around so long that it's hard to not fight people
Right.
that you've cross-trained with, that you know from other communities. Everybody's rising to the crim at the same time.
Hayden very focused, paying attention to his corner more than anything else. Dove Holmes giving Jahliel the love, and that's the one thing about MVMMA. I mean, it's passion.
they're
And
family.
it comes from the top down.
They're family.
And they've had a very good night tonight.
They've had a very
They've
good
had
night.
a very good night tonight.
So it's the Hitman versus Pancho.
Hitman versus Pancho.
I love it.
There you go, Crazy Eyes. Let me get it.
You know what he reminds me of right now? Crazy Horse. Remember Crazy Horse? The MMA fighter?
Ooh, I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
I'm too old, I guess. He looks a little bit like Jahliel. He gets those big eyes.
He reminds me of Donnie from the Wild Thornberries.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
the Wild Thornberries
That's
are.
how young I am.
Both of you guys are leaving me out of this conversation. I've been left
Do
in
we
the
need to talk about
dust.
Grease and John Travolta?
Our main event set to start here momentarily. Flyweight title on the line between Hayden Speckhardt and Jahliel Palmer.
Sharks versus Jets.
Right? The teams need to start snapping on the way down.
That's it.
Well, here goes your boy Palmer. He's getting revved up right now. This should be a fun one.
Pancho entered the chat.
Well, you mentioned Rick, Hayden Speckhardt. I worked with his father, Rick.
Oh.
And now, fight
Many years
fans,
ago,
the moment
great guy.
we've all been waiting for, your main event of the evening.
And we'll set it up for the official introductions.
3-minute rounds for the Cage Wars Flyweight Championship. Once again, we want to welcome you to the Rivers Casino and Resort here in Schenectady. Tonight's main event is brought to you by Cage Wars MMA, Sticker Mule, Stimulus.com, and the Rivers Casino and Resort here in Schenectady. Tonight's main event is brought to you by Bricklayers Number 2, Allied Craft Workers, UA Local Number 7, Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Laborers Local Number 157, Unions Fight, Unions Win. And we want to welcome Amsterdam Cannabis to the Cage Wars family, along with the Albany Firebirds and Vice and Virtue. The judges for tonight's main event are Mr. Chris Polinsky, Rob Axisa, and John Lopez. Tonight's main event is approved and sanctioned by the USMTA. Executive Director Ed Kinner is in attendance this evening. The lead physician at Cage Side tonight is Dr. Michael Sheridan. And now, fight fans, without further ado, 3-minute rounds for the Cage Wars Flyweight Championship. Let's do this! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday at 125.4 pounds. Representing Team Jucal from Scotia, New York, Hayden Speckhardt. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday 126 pounds even, representing Mohawk Valley Mixed Martial Arts out of New Hartford, New York, Jahliel Pancho Palmer.
The electricity's in the air for this one, guys.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. There's a lot on the line.
Hayden very calm. Jahliel definitely more intense.
Fighter and ice.
Yin and yang, baby.
I'm ready. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I just got a little surge of some juice, man. That was. This is going to be exciting. Oh!
Quick two from Jahliel.
He's got to watch Chase. Oh!
Again.
All right. Speckhardt is eating some big punches early on here.
He's got to weather this storm.
He does.
At least 2 sit-downs, if not 3.
He's got to keep that hair off center line.
Yeah, and if you're Hayden, just kind of get on your bike, just kind of circle a little bit, slow the pace down.
Slow
here.
it down, yep.
Yeah,
Slow it down.
Jahliel found it home early with that, too.
I mean, I respect Hayden Speckhardt for coming in, but
And again, with those opposing stances, that left hand's going to be there for Jahliel, but you know it will. The right hand will also be there for Hayden.
yeah. Oh, and there Hayden returning
3-2.
fire.
Yep.
Oh, look at the toughness! Both fighters fully engaged. We've already seen more
Nice
action
left
here in a
hand by
minute.
Hayden. Good feint with the hip by Hayden, slowing Jahliel's pace down a little bit.
I think Hayden definitely, in returning fighter, obviously got some of Jahliel Palmer's respect there for sure.
Yeah, slowed him down.
Well, and after you take that much and you keep going, it gives you some confidence. The side of Hayden's head definitely wearing some of that punishment.
Yep.
Look at Hayden just biting down and saying, let's go.
He's eating a lot of shots.
He wants to bring him to the cage, take him down. Jahliel trying to dig that underhook.
Yeah, we've had a lot of action. We're only 90 seconds
Oh,
into our first
Hayden
round.
takes him down in his own corner. He's slowing down, listening to his coaches.
But how about the grit and the determination of Speckhardt?
You know, again, he's a student of the game. He's ready to take the ups and the downs.
I mean, it looked like almost an impossibility that he would be able to get control of this first round after the first 30 or 40 seconds only.
He's definitely looking like the superior grappler right now.
This round is certainly up for grabs. Long way to go in this one. This is a good one.
Jahliel might hit the same outside trip.
Jahliel doing a good job getting underneath Hayden's chin with his head. Coming up on the 30-second mark.
Yep, stapling his neck to the cage.
Final 20 seconds. Hayden's got that overhook clamped down.
Yeah, and he has to pry his head off of his neck and make space.
10 seconds.
Way to even out that takedown score.
Absolutely. And for the folks at home, you know, back in the day when mixed martial arts first came out, if you took the person on the ground, they would score it as a takedown. Now the judges look, can you secure the takedown? Can you hold them for
Gotta
a
control
second?
them. Yep.
Control them. Not
Also
just because you happen to trip them to the ground.
And the judges are also, I mean, you have to score the knockdowns as well.
Absolutely.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, Nash, there was 2, maybe even 3, as well as Hayden Speckhardt turned things around. Really hard to deny Jahliel Palmer of round number 1.
I agree.
But with that being said, Hayden Speckhardt did everything that you can ask him to do to not only weather the storm, but also inflict a little bit of damage.
Very much was
too.
in the game for the round.
Absolutely.
Very much was in the game.
That round had a little bit of everything. I've round out everything.
But again, the important part to me is Hayden weathered that initial storm.
And Hayden is a counter striker.
Hayden relaxed. Palmer's high energy. Round number 2. Flyweight title on the line. Speckhardt in the blue, Palmer in the red.
You know, and we talked about fast twitch movements before, Nash. Jahliel's very explosive and fast twitch, but you get tired out if you do too much of that.
His agility is definitely up there. He's doing a great job mixing it up in between those shots.
Big Dan in on the action.
Those hands are finding a home.
Speckhardt is tough as nails. He's eating some shots.
But again, in mixed martial arts, it's usually not great if the commentators are commenting on your toughness.
Yes. He's still in it.
Hayden doing a nice job using that leg to deliver some knees, but also a shield with the knee. Poncho using that head control, creating that pressure against the cage.
Yeah, good outside spin from Poncho, taking right off of that foot.
Poncho's doing a nice job with the forearm and the throat frame. You hear Jahliel Palmer's corner calling for him to separate. Halfway home.
Tension setting in on the crowd for sure.
Well, he started out with that much excitement. It's kind of hard to follow that up. Hayden digging that underhook, turning. Jahliel staying on top. Can Hayden come out the back? Now, Hayden's a guy, be careful just trying to backpack standing like that.
Yeah, he's got to protect his neck.
Hayden looking for that right arm.
Tried to sweep using his Kimura grip, unsuccessful, trying to work a short armbar from the front of the backpack.
Less than a minute left in round 2. Hayden doing the right thing, trapping Jahliel's leg. But again, now he's got to do something. He's got to turn into Jahliel. He's got to get to a hip. He's got to clear those feet. Jahliel doing a nice job transitioning. But Hayden is slick. Jahliel's awful high. Uh-oh. He may shake him off. 10 seconds. Here we go.
All right, round 2 is in the books.
Yeah, I think we're 2 up, Poncho.
I think you are definitely correct, Nash.
I think we're 2 up, Poncho.
So do you change your strategy, Will, if you're Team Speckhardt right now?
Yes. Come forward, put pressure.
The gas pedal is necessary.
Yep. Try to put Jahliel in a bad situation that opens up a submission.
Yeah.
And we've seen, I mean, Speckhardt has returned fire, and he slowed Palmer down. He just didn't have an opportunity to do that in round 2. And I know that we think that Speckhardt is more of a counter striker in this situation, but maybe he can lead and be a little bit more aggressive.
Needs to put a pace on him for sure.
Yeah.
Needs to put a pace on him.
1 round to go for our flyweight title here. Our final fight of the night here, Cage Wars 66. Don't forget, 67, September 13, with Mike Tyson here at Rivers Casino and Resorts in Schenectady. Tickets are available now.
And they are being sold. Don't wait any longer
My
than you
man
have to.
Will said they'll be sold out within a couple of weeks.
And they
I
will. They already
believe you.
sold over 100.
Wow.
All right, here we go. 3rd and final round.
Last 3 minutes of the night.
Nice body kick by Hayden.
There he goes. There he goes.
And again, there's that pressure we talked about. That's what he needs. Hayden has nothing to lose
He
right
has
now.
nothing to lose.
Yeah, Poncho
And
doing
he's-
a great job.
Oh!
counter
Oh,
striking.
gosh.
Oh!
Shit.
Wow.
I'll have to see the replay. Was it just a short little check hook or something? Is that what it was?
I think the lights just went out for a second.
It looked like it was like a flash knockout. It was strange though, because it didn't feel like Palmer really loaded up. It must have just been a clean, quick hook. Because when you see the athlete fall straight down,
yeah, no brace, no nothing.
No,
right.
The doctors, obviously, we have a great staff here at Rivers with Cage Wars. Congratulations to Jahliel Palmer. And you got to credit Hayden Speckhardt because there's no fear, there's no quitting the young man. He knew he was entering the lion's den.
Yeah. Composure still good even after a tough loss.
Yeah. Congratulations. What a night it's been for Team MVMMA tonight. Holy moly.
Well fought battle by Jahliel.
Wow.
Lots of energy to start to finish. Get the job done round 3.
And we'll get this replay eventually fired up before we have our final decision. It's a great night of fights, and congratulations to Jahliel Palmer. And a really game Hayden Speckhardt now. Getting checked, appears to be fine. And this was all because, as we talked about, Nash down 2-0. Speckhardt really didn't have anything to lose at that point, and he had to engage. But that's the heart of him. Him, putting himself out there, and Palmer caught him.
Tis the game we play.
And we'll turn it over to Mike Falvo in the cage for our flyweight title final decision.
For one hell of a main event and 2 great fighters. Dan Mergliata's called a stop to the fight 29 seconds into round number 3 for your winner and new Cage Wars flyweight champion by TKO, Jahliel Poncho Palmer.
And definitely letting us know that's formally and still Cage Wars champ.